Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, text 4:28-59. Tasmin tvam ramaya sprusto Rama mano sutasmiti Tatsangadidrasham prapto Dasham papiyasim prabho Tasmin, in that situation, Tvam, you, Ramaya, with the women, Sprastaha, were in contact, Rama Manaha, enjoying, Ashruta Smitihi, without remembrance of spiritual existence, Tat, with her, Sangat, by association, Idrishim, like this, Praptaha, you have attained, Dasham, a state, Papiyasim, full of sinful activities, Prabhu, my dear friend. Translation, my dear friend, when you enter such a body along with the woman of material desires, you become overly absorbed in sense enjoyment. Because of this, you have forgotten your spiritual life. Due to your material conception, you are placed in various miserable conditions. Please respond. My dear friend, when you enter such a body, along with a woman of material desires, you become overly absorbed in sense enjoyment. Because of this, you have forgotten your spiritual life. Due to your material conception, you are placed in various miserable conditions. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When a person becomes materially engrossed, he has no capacity to hear about spiritual existence. Forgetfulness of spiritual existence entangles the man more and more in material existence. Such is the result of sinful life. Various bodies are developed with the material ingredient because of different types of sinful activities. King Puranjan assumed the body of a woman, Vaidharbi, as a result of his sinful activities. Bhagavad Gita clearly says, Striyo Vaishya Tata Sudraha. Bhagavad Gita 9:32, that such a body is low-born. If one takes shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, he can be elevated to the highest perfection, even though he be low-born. One acquires lower birth when one's spiritual intelligence is reduced. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Kinanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Satpitam Yana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamam Dadati Swaparandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuddha Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajim Shadvitam Savadutam Parajanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakantam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sita Devi Pranamame Hare Priye Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namaram Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Udale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much coming in to joining us in our Bhagavatam class. So it's a very interesting point that Narada Muni is making here, that how, Puranjan, he became a woman, and how by getting entangled he has taken on this birth. So taking lower birth is due to a stage of sinful activities. And Prabhupada is saying here, so one who has forgotten his spiritual life then is put to lower species of life. The more and more you forget or you become envious of Krishna, you take lower and lower and lower birth. Where is this stated? That if you forget Krishna, you go to lower and lower and lower birth. Where is this stated? Does anyone know? All the Pandits? Bhagavad Gita, yeah, where? That I don't know, Prabhu. In the Bhagavad Gita, I don't know where. Yeah? Come on. Huh? Yeah, only the Pandits know, the other guys all don't know. So, where? Our women, they can cook very well. Yes? Where? Alright, so you should take note, no? You know, huh? Many things you cannot remember, it's difficult, no? So Krishna says here, you see, when you become envious and you are sinful, Tamaham dvishah kruran samasreshu naradamaha chipame ajasram asubam asusi eva yonisu. See? Krishna says here, those who are envious and mischievous, who are lowest among men, I perpetually cast them in the ocean of material existence into various demonic species of life. See that? So the condition is, if those who are envious and mischievous, Jai Shri Radha, envious and mischievous, they are cast by me into lower and lower species. And also he says in the next verse, attaining repeated birth among the species of demonic life, O son of Kunti, such person can never approach me. Gradually they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. What is the most abominable type of existence? Fish. Yes, fish is the most abominable. So you go down and down and down. So the start of this point is to engage in sense gratification. Here it says, the moment he starts associating with the women, then he gets into sense gratification and then he forgets. See? That's why we have to have a Krishna conscious kind of a family because then the husband and wife, if they can work together to elevate. But if the husband and wife are degraded, then finish, both go. Correct? Yes? Yes or not?
Yes.
Because the householder life is a life where there's easy sense gratification. Correct? Yes or not?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So you see, Prabhupada said, man is good, woman also good, but you put together become bad. So, because we have control, women by nature somehow or other they have been like this case here, he fell down. But it's not that he fell down, it is finished, There's ways to help. Fortunately, he contacted Malaya Dwaja. Who is Malaya Dwaja? He is a pure devotee of Krishna. So if you get contact with the devotee, then even how low you can be, it is not that you are condemned, eternally condemned. No. There is a catch. If you can somehow or other come in connection with the devotee, then yes, you are delivered. See? This is why this association of devotee is so important, Correct? Many times we have said association of devotee is very important. Can you give me one verse where association of devotee is very important? Or you can give me an example. Somebody is really low, but he associates the devotee and he became. Can you think of anybody? Narada Muni. Very good. Very, very good. What happened to him? What happened to Narada Muni? He went around gossiping about everything. That's how he is portrayed in the movies. Narada means troublemaker. They say like that. Yes, you see how they mess up a pure devotee. How they can grow forward spiritually. Correct? So what happened to Narada Muni? What do you understand by Narada Muni? The women, what do you understand by Narada Muni? Don't know. He carries only a veena.
He stayed with the sages.
Huh?
He stayed with the sages and he stayed with the sages as well and was eating the remnants of their food.
Very good. But what happened actually? Why he went to the sages? What happened? What happened?
His mother serving. His mother serving them.
Mother, serving them, I know. But why he came to this position? What happened? He was an elevated soul as a Gandharva. What happened? What happened?
Singing mundane songs.
He was singing mundane song with who? Women. Correct? So you see here today's verse. Yes? He associated and he forgot. He started glorifying nature and this and that like cinema songs, Everybody is fond of singing cinema song, right? Yes? I love you, you love, so much love. And they are fighting like dogs and cats. This is a song, I love you, you love me, I love you, and then fighting. Right? You love me, I love you, why fighting? Nonsense. Yes? Every language. Ni I mi wa, Chinese, same. Malay, aku cinta you, you can cinta me, nonsense, all this cinta, rubbish. I don't know what's in Hindi, and I don't know the language. I'm sure it must be there, right? Yes. There is a famous 3-line, I love you. This mantra is very popular, yes? Correct? And that's the start. You see how this I love you thing became so messed up, he was cursed by the demigod. You become a Sudra. you don't know this love, you go down and become, Fortunately, he associated with the sages. And again, association with, and by taking the food left behind them, his heart became like them. So you see, the remnants of the food is so important. Yes? By taking the prasadam left behind by the sadhus, he is low born. His heart became like them. In other words, he could see Krishna in his heart. Very powerful process. Understand? So how to elevate ourselves, either man, woman or anything? Where is that verse I quoted last time? 2:7 something, right? Lord Brahma is saying. Do you remember? Birds, bees, everybody. Even how low also. I think it's 2:7 something, right? Is it? Come on. Is it? 2:7? 2:7:14, no? 2:7:42.
46.
What?
46.
Yeah, tell me, no, I'm 14, 42, 45, it confused me completely. See here. Surrendered soul, even from groups leading sinful life, such as, I don't get upset, what can I do? See, women, the laborer class means Sudras, the mountaineers and the Sabras. Sabras are people who rear pigs. Even the birds and bees can also know about the signs of Godhead and become liberated from the clutches of the illusory energy by surrendering unto the pure devotee of the Lord and by following in their footsteps in devotional service. So if you can come in contact with the pure devotee, then you are no more considered as low born. Finish. You understand? Why? Why you are no more considered low born? Why? Why?
In association of devotees.
Yeah, you are associating the devotees, I know, but why you are considered no more low born? Prabhupada was going, he was talking about, the women, they are. Then he looked at his disciple women and said, no, you are not women. He said, you are not women. Why? Why did he say that? That's the point. When you understand your spiritual position, then you are no more low born. If you forget your spiritual position, then yes. You understand? So, a devotee, he does not understand. That's why there's a verse, what is that verse in the Bhagavad Gita? He sees everything equal. Pandita Samadarshinaha. Why? What is that? 5? Very good. I had a class with China, on Wednesday. I had this class on Wednesday with the Chinese devotees. Where is it going? So usually when I ask question, nobody will ask, nobody all quiet. No? So I played the reverse psychology. I started asking questions. I said, how you get into Maya? Wow. People who don't speak, suddenly all he was very vibrant. Everybody started speaking. How they so that's one way of, getting you wrapped up. Otherwise, I don't know also what you learn. Every day you're sitting here and you say yes, 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 and then you go home. all know. Correct? So you see here, this verse. Humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater. So what's he seeing? What's he seeing? The soul. So in other words, if you can see yourself as a soul, because you cannot just see soul, when you say soul, you must also see the super soul. At least you cannot see, but theoretically you must understand. That's knowledge. Realization is something else. But first is, I am not this body. I am not this body. Of course, in the morning you have so much in the body. Yes. Wow, some people came. Wow, my goodness. Yes. See how our mind. So to get to that stage, we require strong association of devotees. This is a very important aspect. Why association with devotees is so, what we say, powerful? Why? What is the magic that you get by associating? Why? Can you tell me? You get an opportunity of hearing. Okay, what else? Let's hear, let you speak, come on. I am always speaking. Today you speak. Why? You can be liberated. Very good. Bhakti. What? Who gets? You get bhakti. Oh.
Purified.
You get purified. What else? Yeah?
Get attraction for Krishna.
What's that again? I am deaf.
Attraction for Krishna.
You get attraction of Krishna. Why you should get attracted to Krishna?
For bhakti.
For bhakti. What is bhakti? Why?
Detachment.
Get detachment. Very good. So in other words, if you want to get purified, you must come back to your original position. Yes, you said no, to be a understanding that you are spirit soul, and you also know as a spirit soul you are what? Part and parcel of what? Parcel of? Very good. So now you know that my actual position is, I am not this body, I am not man, woman, this, that, but I am a soul. And I am eternally servant of Krishna. The moment I come to this understanding, that means I am in the original consciousness. You follow? So when you are in original consciousness, then you don't have to go through this sinful life again. You follow? You're no more sinful. Either you are trapped in the woman body or man body or whatever. The moment you understand that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, servant of Krishna, finish. You understand? But to understand this basic thing is not so easy. It is not. You understand? And it becomes more complicated when you do sinful work. So when you do sinful activities, then this consciousness gets clouded. Then the perception that I am the body becomes more prominent. You follow? You understand? So if I keep thinking, I want to enjoy the body, then this consciousness will be covered over. Then you cannot understand. You cannot understand nothing. Where is this verse? I showed this verse in the Bhagavad Gita, I think. 244. Very good. And what about the others? See here, Krishna says, Krishna says here, one who is interested in enjoying the body, Bhoga Aishwarya Prashaktanam Taya Paharta Setasham Vyavasyatmika Buddhi Samadhav Na Vidhiyate, Na means no. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence and are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination or devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. See, this is what everybody wants. What they want? To enjoy the senses, correct? I want big house, I want what? Big car, I want what? Lot of money, good job, of course, good wife, good husband, good children, everything good. Yes? This is how a person wants to enjoy. The moment he keeps trying to dream like this, then the determination for becoming a devotee does not take place. Does not? You understand? That's why Krishna says, if I want to make someone a devotee, what is the first thing I do? What I do? What I do? Take out? Yes, it make you pokai. Make you penniless. What is the verse? 1088. What is the reason for that? You see, Krishna has a reason, 1088. Krishna says like this, because this kind of class you don't speak on Sunday, nobody will come back. Sunday class you might say, no, you come to Krishna, Krishna will give you everything. Yes, they are cheating them actually, you don't know what Krishna is saying here. See, the Supreme Personality Godhead said, if I specially favor someone, not everybody, if I specially favor someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Why? Why is this thing happening? Why? Then Krishna explained, then the relatives and friends of such a poverty-stricken man abandon him. This is very painful. And this way he suffers one distress after another. Why? Why Krishna is putting him like that? Why? Krishna like to see you suffer. Why? So the next verse, Krishna explaining his reason for that. Krishna is saying here, when he becomes frustrated in his attempts to make money and instead befriend my devotee, I bestow my special mercy upon him. In other words, Krishna is depriving of material assets and association, and Krishna wants to awaken him to spiritual association. The moment he comes, befriends my devotee, I bestow my special mercy on him. Do you understand? So in other words, if Krishna wants to save someone, then he has to make him become detached. You follow? If you become very attached, then as now we say, you cannot understand Krishna, not possible. But if someone who is already detached, like Sudama Vipra, correct? Krishna gave him what? So much. Because Krishna knows he will not misuse. Understand? He will not fall down with Maya. So Krishna is giving him so much. But if he knows that you will misuse and you will go into Maya, then Krishna will take away. We are devotees, we don't want them to get into a difficult situation. So this is how Krishna acts, because Krishna's purpose is to deliver the person back to the spiritual world. And if the person has got material desires, just like we read the story of Puranjan, he wanted to enjoy, then he had to take birth as a woman. You follow? But Malaya Dwaja, the husband, he did not want, he wanted, in fact she was there with him, the verses we read, she was there, and they hardly talk. And she did not know he passed away. Can you imagine your wife and you don't talk? There will be a war. Correct? I am standing here, you standing there, you are not talking to me, finish. Big trouble, yes. But you see how he was detached. She was there serving him and he is not talking. She didn't even know he passed away. You understand? Detached. So assisting in that way and both improve. But in previous life, Puranjan, he was so attached to the queen. Yes or not? We read also. Yes. How he was only thinking about her welfare. She sit down, he will sit down. She walk, he will walk. She see something, he will see something. He's totally mind gone with her. You understand? So you see how two different parallel. One completely absorbed in the consciousness of his wife, another way he was wife conscious. And Malaya Dwaja was Krishna conscious. Two different. You understand? So one he got purified and she also became purified. And the other hand, he fell down, I'm sure she also would have fallen down, correct? Yeah? So we have to be very careful, because it is not just that we are dealing with family, wife, children and all these things. Yeah, that's a fact that we are there. We are not saying we are not there. But our whole idea should be trying to elevate ourselves. That should be the purpose of human life. The purpose of human life is not to be so much to build the castle. This castle that we are building will eventually go. You'll not stay. It will, what? It will fail. Is it? It will fail. A purified soul should see that because the conditioned souls who are dedicated to sense gratification have falsely accepted the objects of sense pleasure as truth, all their endeavors are doomed to failure. You cannot, you are not going to succeed. Yes, and you fail because you don't want to purify yourself, again you have to come back again. Again you have to keep coming back. Sometime man, sometime woman, sometime demigod, sometime animal. This way we are going on and on and on and on. So our whole idea, the Bhagavatam is speaking about putting a stop to this. Stop this. Stop. Right. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also said that. Where in that verse he said, stop this, stop. This repeated birth and death. Where?
49.
In my mind I am remembering this verse. Says in this verse, Ashradhana Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapyamam Nirvartante Mrityu Samsara Vatmani. Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. See? So you don't have this faith in Krishna. Then what happens? Come back again? Come back again? It's not just that you come back like that, you come back what? Can be any species. Right? I showed one verse. You remember? In the demigod body you are happy. In the man's body, human body, you are lamenting always. And in the animal body, you are always in fear. 3 situations. Correct? Yes or no? Human, a demigod, yeah, enjoying. Then, in the human, always lamenting. If you ask anybody, problems. Correct? Anyone say no problem? Always problem. You understand? Always. And then animal, wow, always frightened, fear. Anytime they get killed. So the 3 situations are there. You know where it is? You know this verse? Here. Two, I think, 51. So when the living entity gets the body of a demigod, certainly is very jubilant. When he gets the body of a human body, he is always in lamentation. And when he gets the body of an animal, he is always afraid. In all conditions, however, is actually miserable. His miserable condition is called samsmriti, or transmigration in material life. Right? Always problem. Every condition in material world is misery. Therefore, we should be intelligent. We should not waste our time like this. Not worry about material situation. We should highlight our spiritual position. Highlight our come back to our spiritual consciousness. Very simple. What we have to do? Kali Yuga is made so simple. What do we have to do? Because associate with the body first thing. Yes? Then there are 5 processes, correct? Main thing is to chant Hare Krishna. That's the main thing. Because Kali Yuga, nothing will work. Nothing can work also. So when we chant, especially when you wake up in the morning and chant, you'll see how much your mind gets purified. It is a science. I have explained last week, right, in detail what happens. Maybe you can refer to that class. So if you start to take the association of a pure devotee by following his instruction, then immediately you cross over all this. And not only you cross, you get spiritual intelligence. That's my subject last week, intelligence. Yes, I explained about intelligence and the mind. Yes, So you get spiritual intelligence. How you get spiritual intelligence? How? Buying in the shop. 20 cent, 30 cent, 50 cent intelligence. Huh? How? Eh?
Mind engaging the mind. By mind engaging the mind and
Engaging the mind with your intelligence.
mind in Krishna consciousness.
Mind in Krishna consciousness. What else others? Answer. How do you get intelligence? I don't want intelligence, Prabhu.
By reading.
Too much problem is intelligence. How? Eh? By associating pure devotees. Very good. What else? Eh? Devotional service. Yes. Actually, the only person who can give you intelligence is who? Who? Yes. Eh? Prabhupada. Only person who can give you intelligence is who? Krishna. Where is he says that? Huh? Now before we go there, you remember this verse, huh? 15:15, Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, you see? See what Krishna is saying here. See, Krishna says here, Sarvasya chaham hardi sanavisto matah smriti jnanam apohanam cha. I just going to read that 2 lines, very important. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. 3 things. Remembrance, knowledge and who is giving? Nobody else. Only Krishna has the control. You understand? If you want to remember Him, He gives you remembrance. If you want to get knowledge, both material and spiritual, then He will give you. And if you want to forget Him, He also will make it available. You understand this point? I mean, Krishna is the controller. Nobody else is the controller. Who is the controller on this? So if I want to know that I am a spirit soul, who will make me remember that? Krishna. Understand? And if you want to get spiritual intelligence, who gives that? Who? Again Krishna. Everything is under the control of Krishna. You have no business trying to do anything yourself. Only you desire, I want to forget you, my Lord. Then yes, Krishna will make arrangement. No, I want to remember you. Yes, Krishna will make arrangement. Understand? Krishna is controlling everything. So, if you praying, Krishna please help me, then Krishna gives you intelligence. You see how Krishna works. 2 verses, very important verses. I think you can remember this very easily. Tesham satat yuktanam bhajantam pritipurvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Yes? See? If you go the other way, Krishna will make you forget. If you want to go to Him, then we must constantly devote to serving Him with love. And He explains how He does it. He explains also. See the next verse. Tesham evanu kampartam aham ajnanajam tamaha nasyami atma bhavasto jnana deepena basvata. To show them special mercy, I dwelling in their heart destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So everything is under the control of the Lord. You understand? So Krishna want to help us? Yes. If Krishna don't want to help us, yes, but this helping and not helping is based on us, not on Krishna. You understand? You know why God is so unkind. No, He is most kind. You follow? Yeah. If you want to forget yourself, then He will help you. If you want to remember your real position, He will also help you. You follow? It is not based on complete condemnation or you are eternally condemned. No, you can change it by that one process of associating. That's why associating with devotees is so important. Why? Because they help you to understand that you are not this body. You are spirit soul, servant of Krishna. Yes, this is very important. That's why Krishna said, knowledge. I give you knowledge. Ah. And how you get it? By constantly devoting to Him. That means you coming, you chanting, you bowing down, doing devotional service. All this, it plays a very significant part in your life. If you don't do it, then finish. Right? Finish. You cannot, you will be deluded. You don't know, you won't know anything about yourself. Huh? It says here. Here you see, due to ignorance, the materialistic person does not know anything about his real self-interest, the auspicious path in his life. He is simply bound to material enjoyment by lusty desires, and all his plans are made for this purpose, for such temporary sense gratification. Such a person creates a society of envy, and due to this mentality, he plunges into the ocean of suffering. And such a foolish person does not even know about it. See how Krishna completely cover you. You don't know why you are suffering. Jai Shri Radha. How you become totally in a mess, you cannot know. Covered, completely covered. Yes. One hand Krishna is helping you, on the other hand is what? That's based on our desire. We want to enjoy, then you're going to suffer. You understand? And you want to come out, Krishna help you. You meet the devotee, you come to the temple, you have prasadam, you associate, you get purified. And more you get purified, then you understand you are servant of Krishna, right? You follow? So that purification is very important. Which is better, going to the office or coming to the temple? Which one? Both important, Babu.
Go office, get money, come temple, lose money.
Yes. Very tough question. So you see how we are taught, correct? We want to boast of everything. So we need to change that. That can only happen if we come to associate with devotees. When a person has got attracted to Krishna, then he doesn't care for this material life anymore. Yeah. But if he is not attracted to Krishna, then he will be thinking, no, work is more important. That is more important. Because I have to work, I have to maintain so many things. Consciousness. So to purify ourselves, we definitely need to come. That's why deity worship is so important. Worshipping the deity, get a chance to think of him. And Prabhupada said, if you just can think of any part of Krishna, your life is successful already. It's so beautifully decorated. If you remember his thought, you remember his flute, you remember anything about him, and your life is successful. Beginning, But you come here and see nice, take picture and everything, and then finish. Picture is inside your album. Then what's the point? Yes, this picture must go into your heart, imprint, that you can always think of him all the time. Of course, it's not easy, but the start, at least you see, you appreciate. Even if you appreciate, big step forward. There's a verse also. You know where is that verse? Queen Kunti is speaking. I'll give you a clue. Queen Kunti is speaking. Even if you appreciate the chanting, the dancing, the everything.
1836.
1836, huh? You sure it is right though?
Yeah.
Good memory, huh? Yes, you see here, it says, O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others doing so. Takes what? Pleasure in others doing so. Certainly see your lotus feet, which can alone stop the repetition of birth and death. Appreciating, not coming and cursing. Wow, you guys are really crazy here. It's too much nonsense. You're appreciating. Even you appreciate, wow, very nice, very nice. Even then, by appreciating, you can certainly see your lotus feet. So see how powerful the method is. Right? Correct? So Krishna consciousness is the dynamism. Actually, there's nothing good can come. Everything becomes positive. Yes, that's why it says a moment association with the body. 1/11th of a second. Then what? You get what? All perfection. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra hoy, Lava Mantra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi hoy. See? That's why I think you must now decide. I think I cannot stop coming to the temple. Yes? Which is the most important thing in your life, correct? No, Prabhu, I came on Saturday, Sunday I'm off. I won't come. What? Saturday I came already, finish, I saw Prabhu, yeah, he saw me, finish. Yes? Yes? No, we should come here every moment, correct? If 1/11th of a second you can get, so that means only, Prabhu, only 1/11th only I should take, not too much. I should make it a point, every day, every moment I should be with the words. How much I will make advancement. Yes? That should be our intention, idea. The more and more we associate, the more and more we get purified. And the more and more we get purified, then we don't have to see another birth again. Finish. Correct? Yes or no? That should be our understanding. Then yes, we can say material life is finished. This is how we should try to work in this life, to get out of this sinful birth. Every one of us have come in from sinful background. So, to clean ourselves up, constant association, constant service, what I can do, how can I serve Krishna, that should be our meditation. Then yes, you get purified. This is says here. Take pleasure in others doing so. Certainly see your lotus feet, which can alone stop the repetition of birth and death. Even you appreciate. It's so powerful program. So let us work on this, This is how we should be thinking. How can I serve? How can I serve? Actually, that's what the mantra means, right? Hare Krishna mantra means what? How you can serve me. Krishna, how you can serve me. What is the mantra it means? Hare Krishna, what you can give me? Hare Krishna, give me more. Hare Krishna, I want good house. Hare Krishna, I want good. Is that what the Hare Krishna mantra means? What does it mean? Huh? What? Nothing. Because I go to the Hare Krishna, they told me to chant this mantra. It means nothing actually. The Hare Krishna, I am club, Hare Krishna club. Is it? What? Huh? Yes, and when you come service, Prabhu, why you always pointing things to me? Why you always giving me work? Huh? Why you always choosing me only? I come here, I am the boss. Why you make me servant? Yes? You understand? The mood. Hare Krishna, kindly Krishna, you engage me in your service. That's the idea. Give me service. You're asking. So this is the whole idea. And when Krishna hear that, oh, you want service? Yes? Hare Krishna. Then Krishna will engage us in his service. And we become more purified. As Krishna says here, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Purushottama, the greatest of all persons who has a pure mind. He is so gentle that even if servant is implicated in great offense, he does not take it very seriously. Indeed, if his servant renders some small service, the Lord accepts it as being very great. So that, even if an envious person blasphemes the Lord never manifests anger against him. Such are his great qualities. Right? Little bit service. Sweeping the floor, right? Helping here, preaching, talking to people. Anything. The Lord becomes very pleased. Especially if you preach. He sells himself out to someone who is a preacher, who can talk. What is a preacher? Preacher doesn't mean that you have to study all the Vedas and become a big pandit. No. You can tell someone Krishna is God. If you chant Hare Krishna, he will help you. That's all. What more to preach? Yes, anyone can do that. Yes. And if you can say that, Krishna sells himself to you. In the Bhagavad Gita, he said so many things, correct? Yes, you do this, you become dear to me, you do that, you become dear to me, correct? He said all that, right? You know, right? Chapter 12, Bhagavad Gita, correct? But he never said this one point, that he kicked only to the last in the Bhagavad Gita. He said this. This part he keeps only to the last part of the Bhagavad Gita. He says, for one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and in the end he will come back to me. Then he says again here, this is a more important verse. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. So he is clearly saying, if you talk about me to others, then he becomes very dear to me. This point he never say from chapter 1 to 17. Did he say that? No. This secret he keeping. So in other words, if you can just talk to someone about Krishna, Krishna becomes very happy. I mean, I am sure you must have also experienced when you were preaching to somebody how you felt. Empty. Wasted my time talking about Krishna. What? How you feel?
Scared.
Huh? What?
Scared. I don't know what question you will ask. I don't know how to answer.
Oh, frightened. Oh. Actually, that's how you learn. Somebody asks you a question, why Krishna is God? I don't know. I went to the Hare Krishna, they say Krishna is God, I accept it. Why is he God? I don't know. You understand? Sometimes you get puzzled. Yes. So that's why when you speak, then your conviction becomes. Then not only that, when I ask for a question, you will quickly ask question. Otherwise no question. Why? Oh yeah, I know. Then when he asks you to preach, no, I'm frightened, I don't want to preach. Why? Because you have no realization. You follow? In our training, the first thing we do, someone join, we send him out with a book table. You now book table, before was book back. Go knock doors, and then get all the firing, come back completely morose. Is it not? Morose. Frightened, next tomorrow to go out again. A nightmare, diarrhea, so many things. Why? Because that's the only way you can learn. If you don't learn, how you can become strong? Correct? So you must be bold, you go out, speak. Why? I don't know, I come back and ask. Then I know how to answer. Otherwise I don't know how to learn. Cannot learn. Like now, see, I'm telling you, right? Next week you come back, I ask you again, you say, I don't know. Same thing. Yeah, I don't know. Because why? You're not talking. Yes? You understand? You're not talking, so you don't care. There will be no realization. If someone asks you point blank, then you wake up. Oh, I don't know. What is his answer? Maybe even a simple question, you cannot answer. That's dangerous. Because if you cannot answer, then you may be in doubt, correct? Then when you are in doubt, you will accept his opinion. And that's worse. And then you will lose taste in chanting, lose taste in coming to the temple. You follow? Very dangerous position. That's why you must not be in that position. We have to come out of that dangerous position. So we should have the answers to convince ourselves why I am becoming Krishna conscious. You follow? You understand? Yes? Why you worshipping Krishna? Why? Prabhu, you told me, Prabhu. No, Prabhupada said. Yes. Correct? Actually, there's another big problem. Most of you, because you're so busy, you're not reading. There's another problem. You never read. How many of you have finished Bhagavad Gita, start to end? Put up the hand. Bhagavad Gita, start to end, finish. 1 there, and 2 there, and 3 there. Prabhu, just see. I'm not joking. You understand? This is not your problem. It's a phenomena. Every country we go, nobody reads the Bhagavad Gita. Basic. What is the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavatam don't say. Prabhu, that one I think next life. Chaitanya Charitamrita, maybe another few more millions of life. Correct? You understand? So when you don't hear, then it's a dangerous position. Correct? Yes. Facebook, YouTube. Wow. How many times you watch that?
Facebook I don't use.
Oh, you don't use. Because I asked you saying. Everybody is into that. Nobody is into hearing. Hearing. You understand? Then how? Your faith, conviction. And actually this book cannot read one time. Bhagavad Gita cannot be read one time. Must be what? Over and over and over again. Then Krishna will give you understanding, realization. Then you know. Otherwise you see like this, very sad, How many years you've been in the movement, you never even finished the Gita. What are you doing? Correct? Never mind, you don't remember. You read or not? Yes. So how to remember? Realization. That will come by constant hearing. Not that I don't remember, okay, I don't want to read this book anymore. No. Constant hearing. Then yes. One verse, you remember? Food verse, you remember? Krishna say what? Fruit, leaf, flower, water. You remember that? Yeah? Very good. So now the next verse. One verse already got. Correct? Patram, pushpam, palam, toyam, yomi, bhakta. Very good. See? One verse already. Correct? Then the next verse. Which verse is the next one? Any verse you like, you know. You just remember. You don't remember the Sanskrit, it doesn't matter. Even the English is also good. You understand? Just anything you can remember. Actually, that's how we learn, you know. How I learn that I read, but what Prabhupada said, I remember. Because with the help of the spiritual master, then you will understand. You try to memorize like a parrot, you cannot. You will forget. Yes, so I say, woman, no, difficult. Not say impossible, it's tough, but can be done. You understand? So by constant practice, constant hearing, then yes. Actually, Bhagavad Gita also, there are verses that Prabhupada quote all the time, you know. So you can go, I think they have, right? You have the this one here. You take this one and you just study all the verses that Prabhupada quote. And of course, that also is not good. But if you know how they use the verse, then that's it, you'll remember all your time, all life. Like just now we showed you the verse, right? 15:15, correct? Yes? What you get from 15:15? Knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. So this verse you cannot forget. If you want to forget 15:15. Yes? So you remember, 15:15. I get knowledge, forgetfulness, remembrance. Yes? So you remember. This is how you remember. You understand? So practice like this. So in this way, you surely you will become, you know, a pandit. Not difficult, but just some practice. Of course, interest must be there. If there is no interest, then what to do? You can bring the donkey to the trout, you know, if he doesn't want to drink the water, what you can do? Correct? I'm not saying you're donkeys, but yes, we have to learn how to put in some effort. Then yes, then you will preach. You preach very nicely. Then our society will grow so much, so many more people will come, because this knowledge nobody knows. Nobody knows this thing. Yes? So by the mercy of you, your mercy, you go out and you speak, a devotee, you bring some more people. And Krishna become pleased with you. That's the best way to please Krishna. Yeah? In fact, in the chapter 11:20, he said, I give myself to the person. Anyone who preaches this, I give myself to him. You see here, dear, right? And 11:29, you can take out the verse, 11:29. I give my very self to him. So, see how you preach, Krishna become very dear. And if you get Krishna, then are you any more sinful? What is the lacking if you got Krishna? Everything you get, yes? 11:29? 26. For one who liberally disseminates this knowledge among my devotees, the bestower of absolute truth, and to him I give my very own self. Finished, is it? Okay? Okay, there's another one in 7:14. Yeah, 7:14, he gives himself also. So you see how if you want Krishna, we are always thinking how to get Krishna, how to get Krishna. Yes? Yes? Chant, we chant, yes, chanting. But if you preach, Krishna becomes sold out to you. See here. Yes? Yes, anybody. Yare deka tare kaha. Krishna Upadesh. Hare Krishna, why don't you chant Hare Krishna? Your life will change. That's all. No need big philosophy, what for? No need. Yes? Yes or not? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he didn't sit down and gave a class everywhere. Did he do that? He just simply, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, that's it, finish. Yes? Yes, she's a little girl. You know who is Krishna? No, I don't know. Krishna is God. Wow, Prabhupada, very happy to hear. A little girl, 5 years old. 5 years old can do that. I'm sure you can do better, no? Who is God? I don't know. You ask anybody on the road, who is God? Nobody knows. Huh? You understand? They answer, who's God? Nobody knows. Right? Correct? They don't know. They don't know anything, they don't know. So you also, nobody knows, huh? Yeah, Prabhu, you're right, nobody knows. You don't tell. Yamaraj will catch you, I tell you. That's a verse is saying, if you don't speak about Krishna, then Yamaraj will catch you. Why you didn't preach? Understand? So we have to be careful on that. Our duty is to give this welfare, highest welfare. What is that? In that, I think I showed that verse, no? Brahmanda kono, no, sorry. Bharata bhuminta manusya yar, yes? Whoever is born in India, I think all of you born in India, right? I don't see any, one Singaporean. Yeah, Singapore? Only Singaporean you. She is Singaporean.
Malaysian.
Wow. She Malaysian. Oh, no Singaporean. Only 1, 2 only. Wow. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. The others are all from India. What a glorious birth. Yes.
You're coming to Singapore to learn.
Yes. Okay, the next line in that verse, 9 what? Adi, 9. 9 what? 9? 940? So this Bharata Bhumita Hailya Manusya Yar Janma Yaha Janma Sartha Karikara Para Upakar. One who has taken birth as a human being in the land of India, Bhartava should make his life successful and work for the benefit of all other people. You see, we should work for the benefit of all other. See? And then of course, in the next line Krishna says again, how to work for others. This is quoted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So from the Bhagavatam. It's the duty of every living being to perform welfare activities for the benefit of others with his life, wealth, intelligence and words. If you can give your life, very good. But you cannot give your wealth, we really require that now. And if you cannot give your wealth, give your intelligence. And if you cannot give your intelligence, then give your words. Yes? Anyone can do that? So we should think like this. Then our sinful birth will be, immediately we will be elevated. Because you become very dear to Krishna. Yes? So it is a simple program, nothing difficult. But if you don't do this, then how Krishna is going to relate? You keep quiet, Krishna also keep quiet. Both keep quiet. How? Yes? So try to understand the secret. So whatever you learn, doesn't matter. Whatever you learn, that's it. Today you learn, I am not this body. Fine. You are not the body. What are you? I am spirit soul. Anyone can speak this thing? Yes? Difficult? And if we ask you a question you don't know, you can always come back here and we will teach you. Or you don't even come back, you just have to what? WhatsApp. Yes? Or you can do even video call. 24 hours, 7-11, right? What is that? 24/7. Please don't call me in the night, of course, you know. Right? So we always service you. Any question, we are. I think he has got the question answer. What is that? Ask any question, yes? No? Anything you ask, we have the answer. Of course, if we don't have the answer, how to enjoy life, how to make money, win lottery, that we don't have answers. But how to save ourselves, yes. If they ask you any question, there is no question that we cannot answer. That's not possible for us. Yes? Yeah, that's how you get strong faith. Then our society will double, become triple. Yes. Because each one of you go and speak. How many people you can bring? You got, I think you are working with some, you working what, like a robot? You have people around you, right? Nobody around. Only you. Huh? There's only you in your office? Is there only you in your company? Yeah, Prabhu, I am always on the bike, Prabhu, I don't see anybody. Everyone is somebody, yes? So we just have to make friends, preach. That's it. Life becomes successful. Correct? And you bring him here, we will fry him out, then you'll get out. That's another complaint. Sundar Gopal, you'll fry people out. You know. So that's why I'm not bringing anybody. Huh? Another problem, see? Anyway, we fry, so don't fry Ali, bring him here, correct? So we need to preach, so we need to bring people, we need to expand our consciousness. Then we become pleased. Then our low birth, man, woman, whatever, Krishna gives the highest blessing. Alright, I think time's up. Any questions?
What if somebody says, I haven't learned how to preach, how I can preach. So I will study first, then I will preach.
When are you going to study? I asked you just now how many books you read, you didn't even finish your Bhagavad Gita.
Even the CC is there, only the 321 Bhagavad. Yes. First you practice first, then you preach first.
Yeah, you have to study and preach, but Prabhupada said you speak your realization. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the formula. Yare deka, tare kaha, Krishna Upadesh. You have to know some philosophy, I mean yes, but whatever you learn, you can speak. You don't have to be a big, to study everything. Who can say I have studied everything? Can anyone say that? Huh? No, Prabhu, I have mastered the whole Bhagavad Gita, the Veda, everything. I am Chatur Vedi, Bhagavad Gita Vedi, this Vedi, that Vedi, everything Vedi, but when it comes to preaching, no Veda, no Vedi. No, you have to speak what you Right? Just like Prabhupada said, if you are caught in a burning house, correct? If you are in a strange country, you would say anything to get people's attention. Yes? Correct? You won't go out and say, well, let the house burn, I will study the language, then I will come back with a bucket of water with 10 people. Can it possible? Come on. Crazy. Yes? Immediately we sign. In fact, I remember early days when we go to other countries and preach, we carry a piece of paper in there, please buy the book, it will save you. That's how we did. We just write in Japanese or whatever, you give it to him. And the guy reads and he give you the money, you give him the book. Finish. How we dynamic. No, I will first learn the language, then I become master, then I will go out, then I will sell the book. When will that be? Yes? It's not a very valid statement. Those people are lazy. Now we ask him, why don't you come on Sunday, you bring your friend? Oh, well, listen, Prabhu. Nobody is listening. That means you didn't speak. Correct? Every time, why don't you bring someone? Nobody will listen. Okay. Yeah? No, if everybody comes, the Sunday feast is not enough. I only have to eat, no? You understand? How mood is that? If you are actually enthusiastic, then you will preach, whatever it is. Yes? That's a symptom. And of course, as you are preaching, as I explained, you learn. You learn more, you ask questions about demigods, ask questions about so many things there are, That's how I also learned. I never had Prabhupada sitting by my side and Sundar Gopal, you repeat this, you repeat that. I know such thing. Prabhupada was there. Prabhupada, I kick your ass, get out there. All I need. I didn't even know how to do. Nobody there, training. I just say, Prabhupada said do book distribution. I took the books and I went out. I don't know where to go also. I stand outside on the street. Wow, very embarrassing. So many of my office colleagues all walking by. And so, that's how to do it. We learn. Nobody taught me like this. No. And go to the temple. Then I found the temple, the South Brishwar temple. I've been distributing there. Then he asked Krishna about demigod, this thing, that thing. Krishna is God. So whatever I knew, I spoke. Long time ago, in 1975. Try, just go on, try, talk to people. Of course, now you don't need to do so many things. Of course, we have a book table, correct? Anyone who volunteer on Sunday or whatever, you can go there. Now open the table, we train you up, and then you can sell books. People come. Can you do that now with the mask on? Can you? Yeah. Construction going on. Renovation. Whose shop? Or next door? Oh. Otherwise, you can always contact our devotees. They have arrangement. You can go some house program, something you can speak. Yeah? There's no lacking, anywhere you can speak. Yes? Because nowadays the diseases, nobody speaks, everybody is looking. Yeah. They are always in the busy with their phone. They won't even speak. Yeah. Correct? Nobody talks. They're walking on the road also. They're walking with this thing on. Yeah, the whole mindset is. Anyway, you make an app, you look at his phone. Hello! And then he looks at you. Wow, there's somebody here. You try to think, and Krishna will give you intelligence. Then speaking to somebody. Never mind whatever, it's a matter. You say nice hello, you say definitely it's nice with you, correct? Yes? That's a tendency. Okay, anything else? Nobody is asking anything? Alright, thank you again. Thank you very much. So you think about all this that I have said and try to apply. And don't forget, we have our campaign going on, and we need your help to call because not doing very well last week. Huh? Program live, huh? Oh, okay. We'll switch it off.